The Galactic Envoy ship descended over the Pacific, shimmering like liquid glass under the morning sun. It was the kind of vessel Earth's people once fantasized about, sleek, silent, impossibly advanced. Its arrival wasn't unexpected. Humanity had been watching the stars for decades, listening, waiting. But when the ship finally came, it wasn't with invasion fleets or ominous ultimatums. It came with an offer. The envoy was called Hex, a being of delicate features, translucent blue skin, and eyes that shimmered like pools of quicksilver. Their voice was music and language fused into one. They stood before Earth's leaders, a mixture of cautious generals, tight-lipped diplomats, and one or two scientists trying desperately not to grin like kids in a candy store. I represent the Galactic Concord. Our text began, voice echoing in the United Nations Assembly Chamber, transmitted simultaneously to every screen, device, and satellite. We come not as conquerors, nor as meddlers. We come bearing protection. There was a long pause. Cameras zoomed in. Every translator, human or AI, confirmed the words. Protection. President Alina Cordova of the North American Alliance leaned forward. Her face, weathered from decades of politics, betrayed the faintest hint of amusement. Against what? A polite ripple of curiosity swept the room. Artex seemed briefly puzzled, the shimmering pattern on their skin pulsing in soft confusion. Against the threats that lurk beyond your system, of course. The Karthus Raiders, the Dravan Ascendancy, the Nullith Infestations. You're isolated, primitive compared to galactic standards. We detected no planetary shields, no orbital defense rings. You possess neither Void-class fleets nor even standard interstellar patrols. Your world is vulnerable. Alina exchanged glances with the other human leaders. General Rue of the Pan-European Defense Council actually chuckled under his breath. The representative from the South Pacific Coalition smiled behind a folded hand. It wasn't arrogance, not entirely. It was amusement, the kind of quiet, knowing amusement humans reserve for those who thought they understood but didn't. I appreciate the concern, Alina replied, measured diplomatic. But tell me, Envoy Hex, when was the last time any of those, Karthus, Dravan, or Nullith, attempted to attack Earth? Arthex's eyes glittered. It is only a matter of time. Your planet has only recently achieved faster-than-light capability. Your signals have echoed across the void for decades. You are exposed. We merely wish to offer our shield before others come with blades. A murmur spread through the human delegation. It was a tempting offer on the surface. Protection, peace, access to galactic technology. But every human knew nothing came for free, especially not peace. And humans were never the ones truly in need of protection. Perhaps you misunderstand, General Rue said finally, adjusting his uniform. We aren't exposed. We're unbothered. Artex tilted their head, a cascade of light rippling across their features. I failed to follow. Dr. Saira Patel, astrophysicist and leading mind of Earth's Deep Space Initiative, pulled up a holographic map. It bloomed in the air, showing Earth, Sol system, and a curious detail, an empty region of space surrounding the solar system like a vast, invisible moat. This is the quiet zone, she explained, voice crisp. An area roughly 15 light-years in radius around Earth. No known species, no incursions, no exploratory probes. A void. Artex nodded slowly. Yes, that is precisely why you are vulnerable. Your kind is isolated. Cyrus smiled faintly. No, Envoy. We're isolated because the galaxy is cautious. That drew a shift in the room. Arthex's shimmering skin dimmed slightly. Explain. Alina leaned back, fingers steepled. We've monitored the stars longer than you think. You believe we only recently developed FTL, but that's because we chose when to reveal it. As for visitors, oh, we've had them. Scouts, probes, the occasional arrogant pirate. Funny thing is they don't come back. Arthex's expression, if it could be called that, tightened. You destroyed them? Not intentionally, General Rue replied, smirking. Most of them ran. The few that didn't, well, you saw the debris fields. There was silence as Art Hex processed the implication. The Galactic Concord knew of the quiet zone. They'd written it off as a natural phenomenon or political fluke. But now, standing here among these primitive humans, a creeping realization settled in. You deterred galactic contact? Alina's smile was cool and steady. We didn't have to. The galaxy deterred itself. The envoy's composure wavered. But how? You lack the infrastructure, the fleet power. We're human, Syra interrupted gently. We're the apex predators of a death world. Our planet tries to kill us daily. Our history is an endless catalog of war, disease, disasters, and survival. Do you really think raiders and insects scare us? A projection flickered in the air, showing brief, sanitized footage. Human soldiers in exosuits, their weapons humming with railgun fire. Orbital defense platforms hidden in Earth's asteroid belt. Stealth ships that bristled with technology reverse-engineered from unfortunate alien visitors. And then the black projects, the unregistered fleets, the deep space stations tucked into the shadows beyond Pluto. Arthex's pupils narrowed to slits. You've prepared. We've adapted, Alina corrected. You offer protection, Envoy, but we've never needed it. The galaxy's predators took one look at us and decided extinction wasn't worth the paperwork. The room rippled with quiet laughter. And those that didn't listen? General Rue added, leaning forward. They learned the hard way. Artex considered them for a long moment, their expression unreadable. At last, they spoke, voice tinged with new caution. There are darker things in the galaxy, powers beyond even human resilience. Ancient species, row machines, beings that devour worlds. Alina's eyes glittered, the faintest challenge dancing within them. Then I suggest they tread carefully. There was a pause, heavy with implication. Arthex's ship remained in orbit for another 3 days. Diplomatic talks continued. Offers of trade, technology, cultural exchange. But protection? That offer never resurfaced. Word spread quietly through the Galactic Concord. Whispers of the species that lived in the quiet zone. The Terrans. The Apex. The ones who smiled at offers of protection and asked, against what? The galaxy, for all its vastness, had learned caution. Predators avoided Sol not out of fear of fleets or shields, but because of something far older. An instinct buried deep in every intelligent species. The primal, bone-deep warning that some creatures aren't prey and some planets aren't worth the risk. On the 4th day, Arthex's ship departed, vanishing beyond the atmosphere with barely a ripple. Life on Earth carried on. Cities hummed with energy. Scientists pushed the boundaries of physics. Soldiers drilled in orbital platforms. Deep space sensors scanned the void. And humanity, ever patient, ever curious, waited, not for protection, but for the next inevitable fool to mistake kindness for weakness. Because when they came, and they always came, the question would remain the same. Against what?